All right, so today we're gonna do a little spin on balance. We've done balance before, but this time we're gonna spin it and do some interference in the balance. So you're gonna try to balance 1 foot, something basic. You could draw like a line, or make a line, whatever, across your floor and try to walk across that line, balance on that line, balance on a certain point, balance, on like your shoulder on the floor with just like 2 points, shoulder and a hip, or balance on 2 shoulders, like you're breakdancing, I don't know, balance on 1 hand, 1 foot, so 2 points on the ground, but just a foot and a hand. All kinds of different balances. You can balance on your head for that matter. I mean, go for whatever level that you're willing to go for. Got a slack line? Do it. I actually really do love to walk across the slack line. It really like focuses me and centers me because, it's the act of reining it in and balancing. I mean, metaphorical. But anyway, so what you're going to do is do your balance thing, but have it be with some interference, something that gets added in that throws you off balance, because this is more like life. So we are already operating with negotiating pushes and pulls in normal space and time with our own balance, and firing different muscles many times, in rapid succession, back and forth to try to keep that balance going. And that is like life, we're already dealing with the natural forces at work and balancing our own body and our own body weight. But then what happens is there's usually some other stuff too, some other layers, some outside forces, some other distractions, other things at play with our balance that come at us. And so we got multi-layers of trying to balance in life. So why not try it here too? It can be fun. So we can do this like a lot of different ways. Try them all. Pick one, whatever. It could be that you're doing it by yourself. And if you're doing it by yourself, then you could do the interference by picking up something or resting it on your back, as you're balancing, like you've got your balance, but then you grab something, put something heavy nearby, grab it, whatever, big sand sack, because you have a lot of those at home, and just grab it. Or you just try to balance another thing on you, so you're adding multi-levels of balance, and this, this is silly, it gets funny. You're gonna lose it a little, and it's like physically challenging too. So I think that feels fun. I think that feels playful to like really use and feel my body and be a little challenged like that. Another way you could throw in interference or distraction for yourself is to put on some comedy or something, something that makes you laugh, something that distracts you. Because if you start laughing, boy, it's going to be hard to hold the balance, or music, and try to dance while holding this balance, whatever you've got, if you're doing the 1 hand, 1 foot, or just on 1 foot, or walking across this line, does that throw in any interference? And of course, it gets even better if you have a partner, because then it can almost be a little bit like play fight. I mean, don't go overboard. You don't want it to become frustrating, clearly, but then they can nudge you. They could like push you a little off center or bump into you accidentally. Tell them to just bump into you at random times accidentally. That could be fun for them to try to pick that. I mean, of course, they don't want to body slam you and like hurt you and all that, but pick your partner wisely. Have this discussion beforehand. Or you could balance with them. So the interference could be their body weight. So sure, the bump is a little bit of their body weight. Or they could, hold their hand out in front of you, or like trip you when you were trying to take your next step across that, balance beam of tape that you put on your floor because you're trying to walk across it. Or they could also give you their body weight in a sense, like, and all of a sudden they start leaning on your shoulder really heavily with their weight, and you got to try to center out the both of you and balance with their weight coming from that side and balancing your weight too with the forces of gravity, etc. So just, see how it is. This one, I don't know. I think it's gonna be playful to mess up, and playful with your partner, because it's that interactive playfulness. It might not be the big ha-ha stuff. I think there's plenty of room for that, but it just might feel that inner satisfaction that I was talking about, that like, ooh, use your body, mess up, try to balance, feel the aliveness just in kind of getting in your body more and centering out and balancing out. Because man, when you balance with your body, the other things in your inner world can't help but follow. You feel more balanced. I do. Things focus in. It's a cool experience. So